Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have my very first sales video for 2021. So I'm really excited to take you through every single sale I made during the first 2 weeks of January. And I will be sharing with you sales on both Poshmark and eBay. So if you want to check out every single item I sold, definitely keep on watching. For those of you who might be new here, thanks so much for checking this out. I am a full-time working mom, but in my spare time, I really love making these videos on fashion, beauty, mommy lifestyle, in addition to my reselling experience as well. So if that kind of thing sounds at all interesting, definitely check out my other videos, and please also consider hitting that subscribe button link down below. It'll really help me out as well. So I had my very first 2 weeks of sales for January 2021, and I'll say that these 2 weeks were pretty good for me. It kind of pulled me out of a little bit of a hole I dug for myself in December just because things were so busy. I was not able to devote much time to reselling. So in January, things definitely started picking up a little bit. So I'm really excited to share with you all the items that I sold. So I will, as usual, be sharing with you my sales prices in addition to my take-home earnings. However, I will not be including cost of goods. If you want to hear about my cost of goods, I include all that information in my haul videos, and I will link some examples of those down below in case you want to check them out too. For those of you who might be new to Poshmark and interested in making your first purchase, please consider using my referral code. It's MODMOMMD, that's MODMOMMD. And if you use that referral code when you first sign on to Poshmark and you make your first purchase, you will save $10. So definitely consider using that referral code. Okay, so I'm going to jump into my sales now. And again, these 2 weeks are pretty good for me, at least compared to December. That is, this hasn't been my best 2 weeks by any means, but it's definitely been better than December. So I'm really excited to kind of take you through all of the items. So I'm going to start with Poshmark as usual. And the first item that I sold was this really beautiful Treated Turk silk floral print wrap blouse. And it was in a size large. As you can see here, it's just gorgeous. It was a silk blouse from Treated Turk in excellent condition. It had a really beautiful bejeweled little self-tie belt, which was also included. So I just fell in love with this. I thought it was great condition, just a beautiful silk blouse. The issue is Treated Turk, I think, just doesn't move that quickly is the problem. So you have to be super selective when you pick up these items. But I really like the style of this and the condition, so I wanted to give this one a try. So I ultimately sold this for $40, and my net earnings were $32 on this beautiful blouse. So again, I would consider Treated Turk in the future, but I really have to be wary of the style and the fabric content, I'll say. But I think this one in particular, I probably would pick up again if I found it. The next item that sold was an item that I purchased through retail arbitrage, and this was this really cool pair of Steve Madden. It was called the Xena Perforated slip-on sneakers. They were new with tags in the box, of course. It was retail arbitrage, and they were in a size 12. So I wasn't certain how these would do, but I really love the style. I think these slip-on sneakers still do really well in my closet, so I wanted to pick up the style. The perforation was kind of cool too, and I think Steve Madden is a brand that's kind of a bread and butter brand. I think, of course, it doesn't sell for crazy amounts of money, but it definitely moves, and people are searching for them. So if you can get good deals on these items, I think they're definitely worthwhile picking up. So this pair of sneakers I sold for $35, and my net earnings were $28. So yes, I will consider picking up a similar pair of Steve Maddens for sure in the future. The next item was another Boden item, and it seems like I talk about Boden every single video because I sell a lot of Boden still. So this was a beautiful 100% wool black cardigan in a size 10. It had one single top button closure at the neckline, but otherwise it was an open kind of drapey cardigan in 100% wool. So Boden, I think, for me at least, still has a very good following in my Poshmark closet and eBay as well, I'll say. So I still always pick up Boden, but I am becoming a little bit more picky with it. I want to pick up especially these better content type of fabrics like wool, and also just be a little bit more aware of the style. I think sometimes Boden has some really kind of outlandish prints and styles that I think people sometimes will not gravitate toward. So picking up these classics from Boden I think have always worked for me, so I may try to stick more to this kind of style. But this one I sold via offers to likers offer. So the offer was for $36, and my shipping discount as usual I give is $2.12. So my net earnings were $26.68 on this beautiful cardigan. The next item was a really cool jacket. It was from Guess. It was a Guess premium distressed denim jacket in a size medium. And when I picked this one up sourcing, I just didn't know how it would do. I think sometimes these kind of throwback classic Guess items can do pretty well. I didn't expect it to sell for a whole lot, of course, and I sat on this for probably a year so far. So I decided that I just really needed to move this along. So I did accept a best offer of $20, and my net earnings were $16 on this jacket. So would I pick this up again? Probably not. I think picking up Guess items, probably not a good idea for me. I suppose there may be some more vintage type of Guess items that people may be searching for, but I'm just not good at knowing what to pick up in terms of vintage, so I wouldn't pick up Guess, I think, going forward. But it was a fun little experiment, and I really love this style of this jacket. I thought it was super cool, so yeah, I'm happy it moved along, that's for sure. The next item was my best sale of this period, and it was this beautiful pair of redone jeans. So I did haul this in a recent thrift store haul, which I will link down below, and I absolutely love these pair of jeans. I'll say that. Redone is a brand that I always pick up, of course. It sells super well. In fact, it's maybe the #1 brand of jean that I'm oftentimes looking for when I'm outsourcing. The thing is, I've never found it outsourcing before. I have a few other pairs of Redone in my closet, and that was purchased through retail arbitrage, so of course I paid up quite a bit for those that I have listed now. But I was super excited, as I talked about in that thrift video, to find 2 pairs of Redone just back to back. Of course, donated by the same person, I imagine. But it was super exciting to find. These jeans retail for upwards of, $300 or so, and there is a strong following. So for those of you who might not be aware, Redone is a brand that basically remakes vintage Levi's. So it's a super popular kind of custom design type of jean for you. So it was super exciting to find these. These also had a really nice button fly, and I think this wash in particular was really popular. The other wash that I have in my closet now that I found at the same time was a darker wash, which is still getting attention, but not quite as much as the lighter wash does. So this particular jean, again, was in a size 25, and it was a straight, skinny, light wash jean, as you can see here. So this item sold in less than a week. It sold super fast, as I expected it to, so I was really happy about that. And I did accept a best offer of $120, so my net earnings were $96. So this was probably one of my top 20 sales ever, I'll say. This was a great flip, a really quick flip, and I was really excited that it went along to a really awesome buyer. I just really love communicating with her. The only issue is that this item took, about 20 days or so to get to her. I mean, it was crazy, especially such a higher price item like this. I was really nervous about. Of course, I shipped it out the next day, as I do all of my sales, and she just hadn't gotten it, and she was worried it was lost, and I had to communicate multiple times with Poshmark about it. So that was super frustrating, and I don't know if you guys have been running into this a lot, but I think the Postal Service, of course, is really strained with the holidays and also COVID. So I've been having more issues with some of my shipments. So I was really disappointed that it took so long to get to her, because of course I really wanted her to get it right away, but that just happened. So I'm glad that finally it did arrive, but that was the kind of frustrating thing about this sale. But nonetheless, I'm super thankful for her purchase, and I really hope she loved these jeans. The next item was this Theory skirt. It was called the Carrie Skirt. It was new at tag, and it was in a size 8. So this skirt I literally had for about 1.5 years, to be honest with you, and just sat on it. This is new at tag. So on the tag, it retails for $145. But as you all probably know, Theory is a brand that retails for a bit, but does not resell for a bit. So I definitely usually do not pick up Theory unless it's a super nice item. This item I got for a decent price, but more importantly, I just bought it when I first started reselling. So I had no idea. I knew Theory was a good brand, so I wanted to try this out. But that just, it wasn't a good idea. So I think this colorway and probably this type of mini skirt just isn't something that everyone's looking for. So I have sought in it for quite a bit. So I was very happy to finally be able to move this along, and I moved it along via offers to likers. So I offered $20 with a shipping discount of $2.12. So my earnings were $13.88. So as you can see, really not a great profit margin, of course. So in the future, there's no question I would not pick up the same item from Theory again. The next item was a pair of shoes, and it was these Franco Sarto shoes. It was called the Dutch style. It was a gold wedge ankle strap sandal in a size 8.5. And I did haul this from a ThredUp Rescue shoebox haul, which I will link down below. So this particular shoe I think was a very cute style. There was no significant wear on the bottoms either, and I just really loved the beautiful wedge gold ankle strap. I think it had a lot of fun details to it. So ultimately I did send out an offers to likers of $31. My shipping discount was $2.12, and my net earnings were $22.68 on these shoes. So yes, I'm really happy this moved along. Again, Franco Sarto I think is a brand that is one that I definitely will consider picking up if it's a good style only. Otherwise, in general, I just try to leave it behind. The next item that sold was another pair of shoes, and these were also some of my favorites during this period. It was this really beautiful pair of Ugg boots. It was the Bailey Button Triple Tall Black Leather Boot in a size 10. And this I also hauled in a recent thrift haul, well, it's linked down below in case you're curious. And I said in that thrift haul that I love finding Uggs. It's really hard to find Uggs in good condition though, because Uggs are like athletic shoes for me, where people just, wear them all the time in bad weather, so they get really beat up. But this one was in excellent condition, and the Sherpa on the inside was super nice and fluffy still, so that was really, really nice to find. So I was really excited to move this boot along, and it sold via an offers to likers of $100 with a shipping discount of $2.12. So my net earnings were $77.88, which is a pretty good flip for me. I did pay up a little bit at my thrift store for these, but it was definitely worthwhile. I will absolutely pick up the similar pair of boots again if I find it out there. The next item was another pair of shoes. It was a Kendall and Kylie 10-lace slip-on platform sneaker in a size 7.5. So I really love the style of these shoes. I haven't picked up Kendall and Kylie before, but I thought this style was super nice. It had just minimal wear on the soles, so I was really excited about that. So ultimately, I did take a best offer of $30, and my net earnings are $24 on these pair of shoes. So I was really happy these moved along. Of course, I just love, again, these slip-on styles, just like the Steve Maddens earlier. I think these slip-on sneakers people are still looking for. I think they're super convenient. They look really trendy. So this is a particular style of shoe that I think if you find out there in good condition, it's really worthwhile picking up. Almost doesn't really matter the brand, I'll say. I think it's just a style that's really hot. Okay, so the next item was this AG Adriana Goldsmith Stevie Slim Straight Jean. It was in a size 32. This brand has been kind of a bread and butter brand for me the entire time I've been reselling. I really love selling this brand, and it retails for quite a bit, as you all know. The resale value is still pretty good for AG jeans. I try to be a little picky about it. I try to go for maybe the higher rises and a nice cut and wash, but in general, I tend to pick up AG jeans if they're in good condition at the thrift stores. So this one, again, was in a size 32 in excellent condition, and I did send out an offers to likers of $40 with a shipping discount of $2.12, so my net earnings were $29.88 on these jeans. And I would say this is a particular line of jeans that is, I would consider premium denim, but it's relatively easy to find, at least in my store, so I'm sure you've probably seen these out there, and I think it's definitely a worthwhile pickup if you're sourcing this. The next item was this really fun bikini top. It was from Tommy Bahama. It was a halter tankini. It was just the top. The bottoms weren't included, and it was in a size small. So I've had this for over a year as well, and it's really hard to move swimwear, especially in the winter, but hey, go figure. This one worked out for me. So this top I thought was just really fun. It was in excellent condition, just a really cute bikini top. And I sent out an offer to likers of $21. My shipping discount was $2.12, so my net earnings were $14.68 on this top. So going forward, Tommy Bahama is another one of those brands where I will consider picking up, but I'm very, very cautious with. This one I thought it was a cute style, and I really love the pattern. So if I came across this again for a decent price, I probably would pick up the same item again. But just be very careful with Tommy Bahama. But I think going into the spring and summer months, it's going to be important to kind of expand my closet more and to include more swimwear. So that's definitely something I'm actively sourcing right now. And the final item that sold during this period was this really beautiful or cool pair of Rock Revival jeans. It was called the Priya Straight Jean. It was new at tags because this was retail arbitrage, and it was in a size 29. So as you can see here, Rock Revival jeans are known for their kind of blinged out back pockets. As you can see here, this had the fleur-de-lis type of style in the back, this really cool wash and distressing, and it was a straight leg. So this jean got a lot of attention, I would say. It was really popular, and I really love selling Rock Revival. I think it still does really well. I've had really good experience both the thrifted items in addition to retail arbitrage as well. So I think it's a good brand to look out there for. So this particular pair of jeans, I did accept a best offer of $89, and my net earnings were $71.20. Keep in mind this is retail arbitrage, so I didn't make a huge amount of profit, but it was definitely a worthwhile pickup for me. So I definitely would pick this up again if I came across this item. So those were all of my Poshmark sales, and not bad, right? For 2 weeks for me at least, I think that those sales were pretty good. I was really excited about them. A lot of them were really good sales as well. So super pleased, and I was also pleased that I did make 2 eBay sales during these 2 weeks as well. And as you know, in my reselling goals video that I will link down below, expanding my eBay store and presence is definitely one of my goals for 2021. So whenever I can make sales on eBay, I'm very happy about that. So I did make 2 eBay sales this period. The first one was this North Face vest in a size small. It was this beautiful hooded vest. It was kind of an orangey red tone, and it had some really nice plaid details in the lining and the hood. So I sold this vest for $35, and on eBay, of course, as I said before, it's hard for me to calculate exactly what my take-home earnings are, but it's about 80% of that, I'll say. So, but I did sell it for a price of $35. So all of my eBay items now, in general, I do charge shipping as well, and I ship everything by priority mail, just like I do with Poshmark. So this vest I thought was pretty cool. I think North Face is another brand that's hit or miss really these days, but I will consider it if I find a nice style and in good condition. So I had this vest for about a year, I'll say, so I sat on it a little bit longer than I would like, but I knew it was a cute style. I personally love wearing these vests because it's not as bulky as a really big jacket, but it provides some warmth, and I really love having the ability to layer with it. So I really like vests, and I hope this buyer liked it as well. But I was happy this vest ultimately sold on eBay. And then the second thing that sold was this beautiful pair of J. Crew pumps. It was called the Calia Suede square toe pump, and this was in a size 9. So I did haul these pumps in one of my ThredUp Rescue shoebox hauls, which are, of course, are linked down below. And I said in that video that I really love these J. Crew shoes. So just be wary of J. Crew. Of course, there's J. Crew and there's J. Crew Factory. I really love selling, of course, the standard label J. Crew, and these shoes often you can tell because it's made in Italy of beautiful leathers, and it'll say that on there. So that was true for this pair of black pumps. Just a very classic style. I really personally love the square toe design as well. Very comfortable, perfect work shoe, I'll say. So the only problem with this is it did have a little bit more wear than I would have liked if I was outsourcing this on my own. But nonetheless, I was able to resell this for amazingly full asking price. So I was really excited and happy about that. But this sold for $50 on eBay, which was a great sale, especially for my ThredUp item. So I was super happy about this particular sale. Okay, so that does it. Those are my first 2 weeks of sales for January. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a little bit more about kind of what's been moving for me recently. I hope you're staying safe and healthy, and I will plan to see you again in my next video. Take care. Bye.